I don't really know what to make of Willie Monroe Jr. Is he going to win against Gennady Golovkin, 32-0 with 28 KOs, the IBO, WBA Super World, the WBC Interim 160-pound champion of the world? Probably not. Will he put on a good fight against Gennady Golovkin? Probably not. Meaning that, what is he, 19-1, last loss was against Darnell Boone. He's won 9 straight fights since then, 19-1, 6 KOs. He weighed in today at 160 pounds, right on the nose. Gennady Golovkin, or Gennady Golovkin, weighed in at 159. What chance does Willie Monroe Jr. have to beat what looks like one of the best overall boxers in the sport today? For example, does Golovkin look like, or has he shown us that he can cut off the ring? In my opinion, in some cases, yes. Has he shown us that he can take some shots and still consistently bring it to you? Yes. Has he shown that he can box, he can jab, and that he can hold his own against pure boxers? To an extent, yes. Why is he fighting Willie Monroe? Well, we're here because Willie Monroe is a southpaw. Willie Monroe is going to provide movement. Willie Monroe is going to make Golovkin have to look for him, hunt him down, cut off the ring, and will get a gauge, just a little gauge on how a guy like Golovkin would maybe do against an Erislandy Lara. That's not saying he's fighting Erislandy Lara at all because, you know, political reasons, whatever the case may be. I'm just saying overall. So, we're in a situation where politics run boxing more than ever. The winner of this fight is supposed to be the mandatory for Miguel Cotto, or if they don't fight Miguel Cotto, then they're going to fight likely Jorge Highland or Turiano Johnson, or the winner of Jorge Highland versus Turiano Johnson. Miguel Cotto was taking on Daniel Geale. Daniel Geale was stopped by Gennady Golovkin. Maybe Cotto is using, or it would seem likely that Cotto is using Geale as a measuring stick for Golovkin. But then you got Canelo out there, and the rumors are that in order for Cotto to get the green light to fight Daniel Geale on HBO, that Cotto would have to fight Canelo and or GGG next. Now GGG is the mandatory because this is the voluntary that Cotto is going to be fighting by fighting Geale. It's a voluntary, but he has to fight Golovkin before year's end. So will Cotto pay K2 Promotions and Golovkin or Willie Monroe money to step aside to fulfill the obligation of fighting Canelo? You know, it's a weird, confusing situation, but once again, we bring ourselves to the question of what chance does Willie Monroe have? He has to move a lot. This has got to be one of those fights where if Willie Monroe is to win, he's got to get the win and get the hell out of there and not concern himself with what the fans say or how he wins. Meaning, people may say he'll be running. When I look at the media workout that he did yesterday, by the way, we're going to have the full weigh-in on the channel within the next couple of hours. Full weigh-in here on the channel and on realcombatmedia.com within the next few hours. So I ask myself, with the media workout that's here on the channel that Willie Monroe did, was he doing all the dancing and displaying the footwork for a reason to show, listen, when I get in the ring with Golovkin, I'm going to be dancing the night away, dancing on the ceiling even if I have to. So there's a lot of questions that I'm asking, and honestly, put it this way, people are saying that Golovkin is just going to knock out Willie Monroe. That may be true, but at the same time, we just have to wait and see. And remember, this is boxing for a reason. Willie Monroe has won 9 straight fights, and he has been ranked in the sanctioned bodies. And this is not a situation where we can talk about, well, why won't GGG fight Andre Ward? Well, Andre Ward's fighting Paul Smith at a catch weight of 172 of all things. So right now, Golovkin, in my opinion, is fighting the best that he can fight due to political reasons. And really, honestly, you can't be really mad at him. So will he fight Andy Lee or Chris Eubank Jr. or, you know, any of those guys? We'll see. Shout out to Billy Joe Saunders. T-Street Controversy Live with RealCombatMedia.com. I cover every single major fight live. 160 for Willie Monroe Jr., 159 for Gennady Golovkin. The fight's going to be on HBO at the Forum in LA. We are media credential approved. We will be in the building. Please subscribe. Visit RealCombatMedia.com. T-Street on Twitter. T-Street on Instagram. T-Street on Facebook. Please subscribe.